it's Shawnee. Welcome back. So today's video is a collab with Julia. Her channel is Accessorize Your Life. I really hope that you are already subscribed to her. Julia is one of the first YouTubers I connected with, like when I started this channel. She's always been super supportive and encouraging, and she uses makeup like a range from drugstore all the way to luxury. And I don't mean high-end, I mean luxury, okay? Like the luxury. I aspire to be there. I really enjoy her videos. She does some shop my stashes. She also does like showing her beauty room, and she like decorates her vanity and stuff for every like season. I mean, also she does this, she does collabs with a whole bunch of older ladies on YouTube. I don't even want to say older ladies. They're older than me. But yeah, they're like my aunties, okay? So go watch her videos. She also does this, Don't Miss a Beat on These Streets series. The videos come out on Fridays, and she does a look for like going out or trying new things, or like she talked about Mardi Gras and she did a look for that. Let me tell you, Julia be out in these streets, okay? like dang, she always going somewhere while I'm in my bonnet and my nightgown, and I have video proof that that is what I do. So I really hope that you're already subscribed to Julia, and if you're not, go over there and subscribe. She's just really awesome, very soft-spoken and chill, you know, opposite of me. And I love her. I really adore her, and I hope that she knows that. So we both love Danessa Myricks, and we have the Blooming Romance palette. She's the only other person I know that had it at the same time. And because we love Danessa, we also both have her Defining Neutrals. I know that Julia also has the Blurring Balms. I think we're the same shade in the Blurring Balm, so I believe we're around the same shade in general. She might be a tad, like a little bit lighter, or maybe I am. I don't know. Anyways, you get to see me do a look, and you get to see Julia do a look. So I really, really hope that you enjoy this collab and that you go subscribe to Julia if you're not already. And if you're a new subscriber to her, tell her I said hi. Okay, so yet another video about my cousin, and I am hoping to use all Danessa products. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, because I think I've tended to use the Blurring Balm as like foundation and such. But what I'm going to use today, I believe, are my Colorfix Nudes. So these are like, there are the Colorfix, which are like these liquid, I don't even know if I can call them shadows, because you can really use them in so many different ways. They're these things. Liquid pigment, I guess. You can use it for the eyes, lips, cheeks, everything. Now there are the color ones that come in like matte and metallic and shimmer, and then there are the nude line, and these are the ones that you can use in different ways, like your base. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me see. I'm going to use Nude 9 as my foundation. And I also want to use her beauty oil. I've already gone through one bottle of this, but so this is my second one. So this is the Danessa Myricks beauty oil, and it's called a hydrating facial oil. I really like it because despite having oily skin, I don't know, this doesn't make me feel oilier. It's more of like a dry oil. I never used to understand that until I started using this. So, because a lot of, hey Rose. Girl, I say hey. Oh, you rude. Okay, that's fine. You rude? Thank you. A lot of her products that I use for the face are matte or mattifying, so I just want to give myself a little bit of, you know, something. So I think, will I do that first and then the Blooming Romance? I think so. So shade 9 is here. Let me get, just gonna dot some on my face and then go ahead and blend it out. Now sometimes with the Colorfix nudes, I actually just blend it in. I feel like Danessa Myricks doesn't use like a ton of tools. She will use her, she has 2 brushes that I'm aware of. I have one of them. Jessa has the other one, and I haven't been able to find it yet because it's always out of stock. But I'm not gonna bother like wasting time trying to show y'all the brush. But so there is that. So it gives you a bit of coverage. Obviously you can layer this, but I tend to just do like one coat or whatever. And that is a shade I use for all over, and then I use number 7 as a bit of a highlight shade. So I'm going to put a little bit, you know what, actually, oh, better wipe it off fast because her stuff be sticking. What I'm gonna do first is take the defining neutrals and use Core for a little bit of color corrector. You know what's interesting? I feel like a lot of the old school makeup artists didn't use all the tools that we tend to. I mean, obviously you want to make sure that your hands are clean. Don't be touching people like that. But I just find it so interesting. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the number 7. The crazy thing about these products too is that like they don't move. They just dry and you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so I'll do my like bronzer and contour in a minute. I'm gonna set this a little bit with powder, just because I can't not, because I don't know how to not set things. I don't have the Danessa Myricks powder. I will, though. I will get it, don't you worry. But I am going to use the By Terry powder. Just gonna take this Linda Hall. No, I have a Danessa one. My bad. I'm trying to use all Danessa. So this is one of her puffs. Mine is in the chocolate shade. So take a bit of that. Just press it in. Just going to set in a couple of places. I saw an Instagram video of Danessa doing her makeup, and she was talking about like pretty much her journey of self-love and acceptance, and she is just one of the most beautiful women ever. Like, and I'm not just saying that because we look alike. I showed a picture of me and her, like her picture and my picture side by side. And even my therapist was like, yeah, y'all do look related. I don't think he would lie to me like that. I hope not. She want me to be honest. I don't think he would lie. So now I'm going to go into the Blooming Romance. And I think I will stick with some of these deeper shades here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I might just play around with this whole bottom row. So maybe I'll start with, oh, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I got Adorn. So I am just going to start with that. I don't have anything on my lids. So, of course, you can use a brush, but with these pomades, sometimes I really feel like your finger works better. Warms it up a little bit, helps it go on smoothly. No like brush streaks, but you can definitely, of course, use a brush. Just building it up a little bit to my specifications, and then I will go in with, you know what, let's first set Adorn with the powder, because then you can really see how the powder kind of changes things. This is a Sonia G Worker brush. So I'm just going right into the powder for Adorn. There it is. Look at that. Look how pigmented that is. And then just tapping it on to set that shade. This really helps it not to crease in your like eyelid folds. And I did this when I went out to dinner the other night, and everything stayed. Okay, that was after eating that seafood mac and cheese. What was the other thing that I had? Jan and Erica might remember because I told them. It was something. And 2 drinks. And I was still, nothing was moving. Okay, so now I think I will go into the shade Evermore, which is this one here. There, okay, it sounds like fun. First I was like, you know what? The other day, I was sitting here minding everybody's business. And I just finished, I think I'd finished for the day seeing clients. I was working from home, and I look out my window and I see my car, and there's like a big old yellow sticker on it, like a piece of paper. And so I was like, that can't be my car. I actually checked the license plate. I was like, whose car is that? Child. And it was mine. Once I checked the license plate, it was mine. My sister thought that was hilarious because I was like, that's not my car. Anyway, so I go outside. And I look at the sticker, and it says, warning, car will be towed, like invalid parking permit or whatever. And I was like, excuse? So I'm over here trying to pull this sticker off because I'm like, I don't know who y'all playing with. And my neighbor, one of my neighbors comes out. Honey, I met so many neighbors that day because I was so upset. And I was like, do you see this? And he said, yeah. And he was like, you have to, they put up a sign, you have to have an updated parking permit for, like, the neighborhood. Why they do that? They do that in the Maryland, D.C. area. You have to have a parking permit for the neighborhood. Right? Anyway, so I'm going to go into the powder for Evermore. Lord, I need some more cushion on this chair. Oh. Maybe I need less cushion on my behind. So I'm over here trying to take this sticker off, and when it was a sticker, like a strong sticker. So I'm already mad. Why you gotta put that big old strong sticker right over the driver's side, windshield? So I was already upset. So I'm like, y'all couldn't put like a little note. The HOA people, you love coming to my door and telling me to do stuff, but you don't have, like, you have to do this. You couldn't just come to the door like you always do. Because the last time they came to my door in the middle of the workday, trying to have a conversation, I was like, I'm working, and they were like, oh, you're working from home? I'm like, yeah, I'm a doctor. They're like, oh, like what? I'm a therapist. And then homegirl tries to start having a conversation. Ma'am, I'm in the middle of a session. And she's like, oh, you just need to have your gutters clean. I know. Home dude is gonna come. I already called them. Oh. Y'all know, if you just send me a little letter or something. And the reason I take umbrage with them is a couple of years ago, I asked them to trim the tree right out. I have this big old tree right outside the front. And the branches were like hanging low, and I walk outside getting bopped in the head by branches. And I was like, are y'all supposed to prune this tree, or is that my responsibility? So they're like, yeah, we'll get it done. When I tell you, they took from, I had contacted them in like November. They did it in March, a couple years ago, 4 months, right? So then I get this letter from them, and it was like, we see that you have a broken screen. You need to have that fixed. You have 2 weeks. I knew I had the broken screen. I was contacting people to get it fixed. Like, it's not like I don't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this fixed. So they they gave me a number, like a couple numbers to call and get it fixed, like for somebody to repair it. Let me do this other side while I'm talking. So I'm gonna blend this out a little bit. Hold on, I'm gonna get back to the story. You know what? I used Adorn. I think I'll go in with the powder from Desire and like blend on the top a little bit. This is the brush I want to use. I want to use a fluffy brush. This is the Sonia G Classic Crease. So I called the people they put down as referrals, and they didn't answer. And then one dude said he was going to call me back, and he didn't call me back. And I'm like, so y'all are over here telling me to hurry up and get this done. But the referrals you sent me, they're not even doing their job. Okay. So I'm not ashamed of this part. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna just find somebody on my own and get this done. And so I sent them was it an email or a letter? Whatever it was. I think it was an email. I sat there on my little laptop and I was like, I received your message. And I saw that I don't know the exact words, but I saw that you said I have a 2-week window to get this fixed. First of all, I have been in the process of getting it fixed. And y'all had to come all the way up to my door or my window to see that this screen was like ripped or something. Or something, I don't even remember. It was like that anyway. So I was like, if you refer to my previous requests, you can see that I emailed you to ask about getting this tree cut in November of whatever year, and you didn't do it until March or whatever year. That was 4 months. So I will be taking 4 months to get this screen fixed. They didn't respond. Because I'm like, listen, you can't be asking things of me that you're not doing. If they had fixed that, if they had done something with the tree, you know, in 2 weeks, then I would have gotten the screen fixed in 2 weeks. But they didn't. So honestly, I had the screen fixed like a couple days later. But that's not the point. And I had to find my own person to do it. They just be getting on my nerves. I used to attend the HOA meetings, like during the pandemic, child, because it was like a soap opera. I would sit there with my dinner, with my camera off. With my camera off. And I would just have a good old time. People were just complaining about the most random things. Like, I got 2 parking passes in the mail. Girl, if you don't send one back. Like... And then I don't know how they know me, okay? But they kept asking me to be on the board, on the HOA board. And then I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm kind of busy. And then they were like, oh yeah, we thought that it would be great if you could handle, it was something about cars getting towed or whatever. And I was like, y'all don't know me. I will have the wrong car towed, not on purpose. It'll be on accident, but I don't think you should entrust some of these things to me. I'm just letting you know right now. I know my strengths, and that's not one of them. So then I stopped going, right? All of a sudden, oh, you need to have your gutters clean. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. My family was like, you see, that's what it was. You didn't join the HOA, and now they're like, fine. But some of the stuff, I'm like, can y'all mind your actual own business? Mind that. Mind the business that minds you, okay? Oh, I'm like, what? How did I get here? So the sticker is on the car, and I'm real irritated because I was having a good old day. It wasn't there the day before, and it wasn't there in the morning when I started my day. So somehow, some way, y'all came around, and the nerve of you to touch my car, okay? I don't know you like that. So another neighbor comes out, and like so many cars have this thing on their windshield. So I'm talking to all my neighbors, okay? Because I'm irritated. I'm real pissed. And I was like, so we need to get a new permit every year? I'm like, I have lived here for so many years. Y'all don't know my car yet? It's the same one, okay? Well, it's not the same one. But anyway, it's been the same one for a while now. So I went through the app to message these folks. And first of all, I explained that I was real upset that they used a sticker on my car. I was like, y'all couldn't use nothing else. You couldn't use anything else that wouldn't potentially scratch up my windshield with me trying to get it off. And I was like, did I miss something? Like, why am I getting a little warn? I don't like that. Don't put me out there like that. I am a rule follower, okay? I don't like you calling me out like that in front of the whole community, the whole neighborhood. So I was like, can you let me know how I'm supposed to get this parking permit, despite the fact that I've lived here for 7 years, and y'all are changing parking stuff like just all the time. When I first got here, it was just like park where you want, park in front of your house, and you could have guests park, and then you got guest parking passes, and then for some reason those went away. And I'm like, where, like, can I have some guest parking pass for the area? And they're like, oh no, they're gonna have to park on the street. No, they not, like, because it's a little community. They have to park. No, okay? I'm not having people park way behind God's back to get to my house. Whew. So they didn't respond to my complaints. They just sent a thing that was like, please use this link to get your new parking permit. So I did. I mean, I was very entitled in my email. I was just like, I have been here for 7 years, and I cannot believe that you would have the nerve to put this sticker on my car. Yes, I did. I was, okay? I was incensed. Incensed. Because I was like, doesn't it make more sense for if someone has a new car or something to get a new, like, if I have the same car, just send me a parking permit in the mail. And that's the other thing. I was like, literally nothing has changed, okay? And your HOA people, y'all should know, because you're always at my door trying to talk to me or try to get me to do things. So I'm not understanding why you just can't. Every year I have to set out time in my life to push the button that just says renew. Like, even licenses, like, take a couple years to have to renew. And then one of the neighbors, they almost got me. They were like, oh yeah, we received an email in December. December? It's March. Like, entitlement coming through. I'm like, how am I supposed to remember in December, the actual, like, holiday season, that y'all are talking about in March, the parking permits need to be renewed? I wasn't paying attention to that. I also don't remember getting it. But in my defense, not that I have to defend myself, last time they sent it in the mail. So I'm thinking, okay, they're going to send it in the mail since the parking passes have to be renewed. I think all they needed to do, you sent 2 last year or whenever we renewed it. Send 2 this year. That's it. If the car doesn't have a permit on it, do with it what you want, okay? But that's how I would run things. But you know what? I don't have no say because I didn't join the HOA committee when they asked me to. I was just so peeved. So peeved. I just had to get that story out. I just had to tell somebody. So when I tell you I was so upset, I don't know, like I was offended. I was offended. I'm not even quite sure why. I was like, I've lived here for I'm gonna go in with the defining neutrals and use the tourmaline shade. Like some of us have better things to do than be sitting here, and they don't even be answering, like the phone and stuff. Typically, I don't get an attitude with people who are trying to help, but I just feel like the HOA deserves it. You deserve it. Okay, since I used Adorn on the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and use it for my blush. This is a Refer number 18. Let's see how this works. I really just wanted a like pointed or tapered brush because these pans are just small. The Refer, I really like their eye brushes. I really don't like their face brushes. I don't know why. I know Jan loves all of their brushes, except for a couple, I believe. Just wiping this brush off. Oh, that's my face. Thanks. I didn't know, child. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into the Defining Neutrals palette for my bronzer. I'm actually going to combine Harvest and Bark. And then I'm going to finish everything off with the Blooming Romance palette. I'm going to use Evermore as a lip liner and go back in with Adorn as the lip product. Or, you know what I mean, like the lipstick part of it. And then, which one? I used Allure, so I'm going to use that as well. The ColorFix Glaze. These are some of my favorite of the ColorFix. This one is in clear, and it gives you that shine. And I'm going to put on some mascara and then come on back and wrap it up. So here is the finished look. I did add a bit more of the glaze on my lips, and for the lower lash line I actually went in some more with Evermore and added Lovesick. I just wanted to have a bit of that mauve-ness, and I set everything with my Givenchy Prisme Libre powder. I like the By Terry for like under my eyes, or if I don't want anything matte essentially, but I really prefer the Givenchy for all over. So I like it. I feel like this is sort of like light coverage, not a ton. Like you can definitely build these Colorfix Nude up, and I also have the shade 9 and the shade 12, and I will sometimes use that for like contour and stuff if I am just using all Colorfix Nude. Anyway, this is the finished look. I like it. I think it's really pretty and romantic. So yeah, that's it, girl. I hope that some of this was helpful, and I also hope that you are continuing to take care of yourself. Matter of fact, let me know how you're taking care of yourself. Don't forget to go over to Julia's channel, Accessorize Your Life. I will be sure to put the link to her channel in my description box. Yeah, love it if you go over there and support her. And if you're coming from her channel, hello. I hope you stick around. I think that's it. I would love it if you liked the video, and I would love it even more if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.